Hi, my name's Anita Janke. I'm the Executive Director of the Career Transition Center, and I am going to provide you with a brief tour of SkillsFirst, which is a tool that the Career Transition Center makes available to its clients. So once you log into SkillsFirst, you will see that there are a couple of things that you can do. I recommend that you look at the How to Start video. It will provide you with a nice overview of the system. The whole thing takes up minutes, but it's segmented so you can look specifically at the pieces that you're interested in. And there are also specific things you can do: create a resume, cover letter, create a video pitch, create a portfolio, take a practice mock video interview, watch career advice videos, and take a short career assessment. One of the things that I think it's important to know is that SkillsFirst is an evidence-based tool created for career centers at universities and outplacement agencies that allow clients and students to develop job-ready, AI-ready resumes and cover letters, and prepares you for both in-person and virtual interviewing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the components. First of all, we're going to look at creating a resume. And right off the bat, you have three options: uploading a resume, editing a sample, and starting from scratch. I recommend that clients start with editing a sample. So from there, you can then select the resume format that you prefer. You can then preview it and make sure that it's what you'd like. And then what we're going to do is take a look at a job such as marketing manager, and you can then select whether you are early career or an experienced professional. So we're going to go ahead and select an experienced professional. Then you can take a look at the sample, and if it looks how you like, then you can select that. Okay. At that point, you can then change the font size, you can reorder the sections, you can change the template, you can edit it in whatever way you would prefer. Once you're done with it, you can download it as a Word document, you can download it as a PDF, you can then clone it, make a copy in order to adjust it, the next one for another job, and then you can share it. You can click on share, and it'll give you a link that you can email it to your coach. Okay, so assuming you filled out your profile, it will populate with the information you put in. Then, let's say you have it, the resume as you would like it. Then you can go in and select AI keyword suggestions. You can paste the jobs posting here, which I have done. I pulled this off of LinkedIn. Then you click Get Suggestions. It will tell you that based on its analysis, you have 19 matching keywords with the job posting. You have 76 that are suggested, and it will color code it. Anything in red means you do not have it. Anything in green, like strategy, you do have. You do not have to add these. You can choose to add these. Obviously, it needs to be authentic and it needs to reflect your actual experience. It will also give you suggestions on action verbs. We all get in the habit of managing, creating, but there are other verbs that you can use. It will tell you the competencies that are listed on the job application that you may have but have forgotten to list. Also, make sure that you use the words that the employers use so that when the system, their applicant tracking system scans it, it will find that. It'll also give you a list of who you'll be interacting with on the job. You might want to reflect on that as well. The degree, relevant experience, the job title, education or coursework, job characteristics. And again, once you're satisfied with it, you can then email it to your coach. So what I would encourage you to do is when you start your account, I would go ahead and fill in these sections: the about, contact information, your job history. And that way the system will populate it for you and it'll save you some typing time. You can put in target jobs, collaboration preferences. If you have the ONET RACI interest profiler, you could put that in here. This would also help you in doing some fine tuning of your resume. And you can put in your competencies. You can really customize this quite a bit. Okay. Let's go back to the profile. Using those same tools and strategies, you can create a cover letter. You can also create a mock video interview pitch. So if you want to practice your elevator pitch, you will be able to do that. You can name it. So if you do it several times, then you will save it and then you can record the video. You can create a portfolio. You can take a practice interview. And in the interviews, you'll have a range of different options: behavioral interviewing, consulting interviews, dental school, final interviews. There's about 102 scenarios. So let's take a look at final interview. Okay, it will tell you the questions in advance, and then you have the option of recording it, and you can record it, just the audio, just the video, or both. But let's say you're not quite sure how to respond to the question. It does have this option where you can click question coaching.
This question is very relevant because it's asking, in effect, what you can do for the company you're interviewing for. Pick an example in which your employer called on you to complete a big project and you went above and beyond the call of duty to ensure that the job was well done. Build rapport in the interview by showing the interest in the company and the interviewer. Ask intelligent questions that show that you know something about the company, its products, or its services.
And at that point, you can go ahead and record it. You also have the option of deleting and recording a couple of times until you get it right or to your liking. We'll return to the portfolio, and it will store all of the things that you have here. And that way you can refer to them and kind of see your progress. And then I mentioned that there are also career advice videos. So there are things on transferable skills, cover letters, researching an employer, interview appearance, interview etiquette, developing an elevator speech, asking effective questions, and inappropriate questions. So let's take a look at that.
Employers will want to gather up all the information they possibly can about an applicant with the goal of making the best hiring decision possible. They may check social media profiles, double-check information on the resume, and even contact former coworkers, and often without a candidate's prior knowledge or approval. While this may seem like a total invasion of privacy, some of it is to be expected. They just want to get to know everything about a person so they can figure out how that person would fit into their organization. But sometimes interview questions delve into privacy areas where the interview has no right to intrude, and that's inappropriate. As a job candidate, you'll need to be aware of your rights regarding disclosure of age, race, disability, religion, sexual orientation, marriage status, birthplace, nationality, as well as things like pregnancy, genetic information, or bankruptcy. It's normal for there to be an interview question of a personal nature that touch on these sensitive areas, so you need to prepare for how you'd react in advance, especially if one of those questions touches on a soft spot or could create an obstacle to your candidacy. So the first step is to be able to recognize an inappropriate question when it happens. Everyone should become familiar with their
That gives you a sense of some of the content in those videos. And then the final section I'd like to take a look at is the career assessment. And as I mentioned, the tool is based on the content in ONET, which is the Department of Labor website that provides occupational salary output projections. And it's linked and integrated right in here. You'll be asked 60 questions, and at the end it'll give you the RACI score. And again, retain that because it will help you in your career search using this tool. So when you're ready to get started using it, email a staff member and we will provide you with the code to create a profile so you can get started using SkillsFirst. Enjoy. Thank you.